Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with this video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is a very, very exciting and special video. This is my 3 years on Booktube video. I am filming this a little early. It is currently April 16th, and you will be seeing this on my actual 3 years on Booktube, which is April 24th. So hopefully this video goes up then. But I am just in shock, complete shock that I have been doing Booktube for 3 years. That is insane to me. So much has happened and just so much. I've never looked back, and I'm going to get into all that kind of stuff later in the video. But to start off, I thought it'd be fun to do a little Q&A. I've answered most of these questions. If you guys have been around on my channel for a while, you know the answers to most of these questions. But I just thought, in case there are any new faces or to refresh some people's memory, you might want to see a Q&A. So I just have a few questions here, and let's get started. The first one is, what is my favorite book? My favorite book is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. This is the first book in the Hunger Games series, and The Hunger Games is my favorite series of all time, like especially the original trilogy. But the first book, if I had to pick one book, it would be book one. This book just has such a special place in my heart. It is a YA dystopian sci-fi. I'm sure you guys have all heard of The Hunger Games, but if not, it follows our main character Katniss, who enters this competition to the death that like the president of the big city where all the rich people live forces randomly selected children from the poorer districts to go into this game to fight to the death for his and all the rich people's entertainment. And we follow our main character Katniss, and she is in the games. The next question is, what is my favorite author? What is my favorite author? Who is my favorite author? And the answer to that question is Elsie Silver. She is a romance author. She wrote the Chestnut Springs series, which is my favorite romance series of all time. I said Hunger Games is my favorite series, but Chestnut Springs is my favorite romance series. And I love Elsie Silver's writing so much. She seems like such a kind person. I love her writing, her books, and just her presence on social media. She is incredible, and I've given every book I've read by her 5 stars. I love her so much. Next is, what is my favorite genre? And that is romance. I love to read all kinds of genres of fiction, but romance is my favorite. It is my baby. I am a romance reader, and yeah, I just love to read a good romance. I read all types of subgenres of romance: contemporary, dark, romantic suspense, all kinds, but romance is my favorite genre. What's my favorite trope? I love a lot of different tropes, but my favorite has to be single dad. I love a good single dad book. If I find out it's single dad, it's like, that's a card. And also like single mom, just single parent in general. But if I had to pick more of a specific, single dad is the love of my life. I am always here for a single dad romance. And 9 times out of 10, that guy is becoming a new book boyfriend. Love that trope. Next is, how do I read? Like the format I read. I read physical books and ebooks on my Kindle. I much prefer physical books. I am a physical book girly. That is my preference. But I do read ebooks. I do not pay for ebooks. So if I get ebooks, like I get ARCs from NetGalley and different places, I read them on my Kindle. And if there's like a stuff your Kindle Day type of thing and there's free ebooks, I will get the ones that sound interesting and download them on my Kindle. But I'm not going to pay money for an ebook because my preference is physical books. So if I'm putting my money towards it, I want the physical copy. But I do read physical and ebook. Next is, what is my favorite standalone? My favorite standalone book is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Callan Barron. This is a YA horror. It is a slasher. I read this in one sitting. It is so bingeable. I love, love, love this book. I cannot get over it. I'm still stuck in that book. It is just so amazing and entertaining, and it is short, it is fast paced, and you just won't want to put this book down. I highly recommend it. Next is, how many physical books do I own? I own around 300 books, like physical books. I plan on doing a bit of an unhaul, maybe in the next month, like in May, but we'll have to see. But as of right now, I have 300-ish books. What form of content do I post? I post all types of content, long form, short form, and lives. I mostly do long form videos like this, but I also try to post shorts quite frequently, and I try to do reading sprints at least once a month on my channel, and I also join other people on their channel for sprints as well. If you don't know what reading sprints are, it is where we all hang out and we read our books and then have a little bit of a chatty break where we discuss just all kinds of things, like how we're liking our book, what's happened in our life recently, just a whole bunch of different things. It's basically just a big group chat, like just chatting and also reading and being productive. At least that's the goal. And I try to do that once a month on my channel, and those are the types of content I post here on YouTube. I'm also over on Instagram and TikTok. If you want to go check me out on those platforms, the link's down below in the description. And I'm also on Goodreads. You can follow me there as well. Where do I buy my books? I mostly buy my books from Amazon and Chapters Indigo, which, if you're not familiar with what Indigo or Chapters is, it is like Canada's version of Barnes & Noble or Waterstones. And so I mostly get my books from those two places, but I do also get some from a local used bookstore and sometimes thrift stores, as well as in the past I've gotten them from different places here and there. Like, I've gotten books in the past from Book Outlet, and like, you know, I'm sure I've picked up books from Walmart and places like that, but mainly it's Amazon and Chapters. What book got me into reading? The book that got me into reading is The School for Good and Evil by Soman Chainani. I read this when I was 9 years old, and this book changed my life. I'd always loved reading, like I've always been a reader, but this is the book that made me just fall in love with reading. And this is a middle grade fantasy, and it recently, like in the last couple of years, had a movie adaptation, and I just fell in love with reading. This book was the start of my loving to read journey. I mean, I've always loved to read, but this book really, really grabbed me and made me realize reading, this is what I want to do. Next is, what is an overrated book? An overrated book I've read is actually Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton. Everyone and their mother raves about this book, except me. I did not like this book at all. I think I gave it 2 stars. Pretty sure I read it in 2024, and I think I gave it 2 stars. I did not like this book. The writing style was not for me, and the main male character drove me insane. So, overrated in my opinion. What is an underrated book? An underrated book is going to be The Brightest Light of Sunshine by Lucina Coney. I adore this book. I read this also in 2024, and this book is incredible. I just love the writing, the story. It's emotional, but also sweet, and it's just such a good time, and I highly recommend it. Hardcover or paperback? Both. I really like both, especially like hardcover if I plan to keep it forever, and paperback to read, but I love both. If I had to pick one, I'd pick paperback, but I do love them both. And that is going to be it for the Q&A section of this video. So let's move on into my kind of mushy talking about how great Booktube has been. Booktube has changed my life for the better in so many ways, and I have never looked back. I will go back and rewatch old videos, and I think I've come a long way since then, but I'm still so proud of just starting a channel and putting myself out there. It's been the best experience, really. I've made so many amazing friends from all across the world, and I've just been so grateful to have my platform grow and just meet amazing people. I have also had the honor of receiving e-arcs from publishers and authors, and I am just so grateful for everything that has happened, and I'm just so lucky, and I just think it's crazy to think that I've been doing this for 3 years and just how far I've come from the beginning. Like in the beginning, my videos, I don't know, they were good. I still like my original videos, but it's just crazy how much I've changed, how much I've grown, my content, my channel, like the people I've gotten to know. And I've also been lucky enough to co-host and host readathons, which has been an incredible experience as well. I love doing that, and I've participated in collabs with other creators, and Booktube is amazing. And if you are thinking of starting a channel, but you're not quite sure, should I? Is it worth it? Yes, do it. It is so worth it. You will have such a fun time. Make sure you post content that you love filming, and that you're proud to put out into the world. And it's been the best experience, and I'm so excited to see what happens going forward, and I can't wait to meet all the new people I'm going to meet and have my channel grow and make all the new content I plan to make, because I am not even close to stopping. Booktube is a part of me, and I am just ready to see what happens next. With that being said, before you guys go, I wanted to mention a few booktubers who I couldn't have gotten here without. Some booktubers that I really feel like need to be mentioned. Some of these I am really close with, some I am close with, but not as close. And just these are all people that over the years got me where I am today. If you've been on my channel for a little while, you know the first person I'm going to mention is Brooklyn from Brooklyn Reads. She was actually my first ever Booktube friend, and we are still really good friends, and I just love her so much. Go subscribe to all of these people. They are absolutely incredible. And I also want to mention Vanessa from Read with Dr. B, Bree from The Booktrovert, Coda from Your Booktube Bestie Coda, Nicole from Dusty Book Sniffers, Jess from This Kiwi, Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading, Neva from Reading with Neva, Leandra from the TVR Zero, and there's just so many more. But those are the ones I'm going to mention, and I will link them all down below in the description, and I could not have done any of this without them, and I'm just so grateful. That being said, before you go, make sure to give this video a what emoji? What emoji should we do? I don't know what emoji we should do. How about like the confetti emoji? I don't know what this motion was, but how about like the confetti emoji? Words. But before you go, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.